In this video, I'm sharing with you all of my latest skincare that I have been using and loving, some things I'm not really loving. I wanted to include everything that I'm using, even if I'm not crazy about it, because I think it's worth mentioning those products. Not just always telling you guys the good products. Not that any of these are bad, but they're just kind of products that I'm just getting through at this point, but I won't repurchase. But I do, in this mix, have so many good finds recently that I haven't shared with you that have been amazing in helping combat a lot of the skin issues I had been having. And they've dramatically changed my skin. Before anybody asks about my Clarisonic, I feel like I might get questions if I'm still using my Clarisonic. I am not using my Clarisonic at the moment. When I was seeing my dermatologist at the medical spa a while back, he had recommended to stop using my Clarisonic because he said you don't want to over exfoliate your skin. So I haven't really started using it again since he told me to stop, which has been over a year. I just wanted to throw that out there because I love the Clarisonic. You guys know I've always recommended it, but for my skin and the state that it was in, it just wasn't good for me to be using in conjunction with all the other exfoliation I was doing. So I just wanted to mention that in case anybody asks. Before I start, I should tell you some of my skincare concerns. The biggest one being hyperpigmentation, dark spots, melasma, just discoloration on my skin. From pregnancy, from being Greek and Italian, from horrible breakouts throughout pregnancies, through picking pimples, through sun damage. I mean, you name it, I have suffered from pretty uneven skin tone for a greater point of my adult life, ever since basically becoming pregnant for the first time. And since then, it's just been a battle to try to even everything out. So I really would prefer to use retinols, but I can't, and I can't wait for the day that I can again. But for now, two big products that I always try to look out for in my products is lactic acid and glycolic acid. Those are gentle enough to use and safe for breastfeeding, but also have a good potency enough to help start to fade those scars. So other than that, I have pretty typical normal to dry skin. It's not oily at all. I'm a little dehydrated in the forehead. Every time I go for a facial, they always say, you're so dehydrated up here, which is kind of weird. And then I have little fine lines under my eyes, thanks to getting older. But other than that, my main concern, if I could just fix one thing on my face, it would just be to even it out and get rid of all the discoloration. Rather than do like a skincare routine, I'm just gonna tell you what I use and why I either like them or don't like them. Let's start off with nighttime, because at the end of the day, I feel like that's when my routine is the most intense. It's when I use the most amount of products because I have a full face of makeup on. I always double cleanse. Regardless of what products and brands I'm using, I always do one cleanser to remove makeup and then one cleanser to actually cleanse my face. At the end of the night, what I've been using to take my makeup off is by Origins. They had sent me this and I really have been enjoying it. In the past, you guys know I've used and loved Bioderma, which is still the case, but I also have the advantage being a blogger to try out different brands and products. So I do switch up my things often just to try and see what else is out there. This is the Cleansing Makeup Removing Jelly, and it's really cool. It's kind of like a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm if you're familiar. It comes out like a pink jelly. It smells like donuts. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It's a very good smell, and I just work it in my fingers on dry skin, work it in, break up all that makeup. It does an amazing job, especially with Tarte Shape Tape. If any of you have used it, you know how stubborn, in a good way, it is and how it stays put under your eyes. It breaks that up, and then you just kind of add water as you go, and it turns into a cleansing milk and emulsifies, and it just really helps to get everything off. And then I just take a washcloth and I wipe the traces off. Typically, for some that might be enough, but for me, I always like to go an extra step and actually cleanse my face. And for a while, I was just using cleansers that I had been sent and cleansers that I just had samples of, and I wasn't really loyal to any cleansers, and I felt like a lot of them weren't targeted for my skin concerns. They were just to cleanse my face, clean my face, wash my pores out. And I had a facial recently, and I was talking to the girl, she recommended this, and I can't believe it's taking me this long to use this. If you guys are suffering from hyperpigmentation, melasma, if you have stubborn acne scars and spots that won't go away, I cannot recommend this enough. This is by Dermalogica, and this is their Skin Resurfacing Cleanser. And what's special about this is it has a highly active lactic acid concentrate, which lactic acid, thank goodness, is safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding. Lactic acid, glycolic acid, those all help to gently exfoliate your skin and helps create new cells. Anything with lactic acid is a good thing. That being said, if you are using products, alpha hydroxys, you always want to make sure you're using skincare because it can tend to make your skin sensitive. It's also something that you might have to work up to using. For me, I use this morning and night and it's enough, but it does have a little bit of a tingle, and for some with sensitive skin that might be a little bit too much where you want to just use it once a day or a couple times a week. But I feel like my skin is pretty tough with all the stuff that I've been using that I'm able to use it twice a day. So I love it. It's like a very thick milk. Get my face wet and then I just rub it in and I do like a good face massage for 30 seconds or so, and then I rinse it off. And I just love that I now have a cleanser that not only cleanses my face and cleans out my pores, but it's also putting that layer of lactic acid and helping to fade those acne scars. So I cannot recommend this enough. I can't believe nobody, of all the facials I've had, of all the people I've told my skincare problems to, I can't believe nobody's ever recommended this or like a product with lactic acid in the cleanser. I always just assumed that was more of like a treatment product. So that is morning and night. And I always follow up with a toner. Toner is good for a couple different reasons. Number one, it helps to pick up anything that the cleanser maybe left behind, and two, it helps to rebalance the pH in your skin. So once you strip your skin of everything, including its natural oils that's good for your skin with the cleanser, the toners kind of put back that moisture in your skin. So I've been using, I actually just finished this one up. This is also by Origins. This is their Mega Mushroom Skin Relief. This is good. I'm not loyal to it. I'll try something after this. Fresh makes a really great one. Link it below. I can't remember the name of it. It has umbrian clay in it. That's what it is. And I really enjoyed that. I might go back to using that one, but I did like this one. It doesn't dry out my skin. You have to be careful with toners that they don't contain alcohol, because that is the first ingredient a lot of the times, and that is what's gonna suck all the moisture from your skin. So this has been really nice in just removing any excess dirt, makeup that my cleanser's left behind, which, although I will say after the double cleanse, it's very far and few that I have stuff left over, but it also doesn't dry my skin out and just kind of gives me like a nice glow. And I use this morning and night as well. Okay, then this is where it kind of changes up and gets interesting. So at night, I always want to use some kind of serum. So this one is by Origins. This is their Plant-Scription Anti-Aging Power Serum. This is becoming a very Origins-centric video, and I don't mean it to be. They just always send me their products, and I just have, over the years, fallen hard for them. So this is really great to moisturize, help with anti-aging. Doesn't do anything crazy special. Haven't noticed massive changes in my skin, but it's a nice little layer of hydration prior to actually using a moisturizer, and I love this day and night. At night though, I do use this as well, and I've raved about this on Instagram, and I know a lot of you have purchased it because of me raving and also had really good things to say. This is by Murad, and it is their Rapid Age Spot and Pigment Lightening Serum. Now this contains hydroquinone, which some may say is not good for breastfeeding. It's actually like a class C, so they don't know if it's good, but they don't know if it's bad. I don't use this every day. I use it a couple days a week, and honestly it has made such a difference in my discoloration that I've even scaled back, and right now I'm only using it like once a week, just because my discoloration and melasma is nowhere near where it used to be, and I think it's thanks to this. So this is great if you have scars, if you have hyperpigmentation. It does contain the hydroquinone, which is basically a bleaching agent, but it's not as potent as the medical grade skincare products that hydroquinone is found in. Most of the medical grade that you need, like a doctor, dermatologist prescription, has 4%. This one, I think, like I said, is 2 or 2.5%, so safe to purchase over the counter. Then there is this. This is by Clarity RX, and this is their Brighten-It, and it is 10% lactic acid solution. It's pure lactic acid. So I do this 3 times a week. So, and I just put this on a cotton pad, and I only put it on the areas that I need it. It is not an all-over toner. It is not an all-over treatment, unless of course you have that all over your face. I just put it in the targeted areas. So here is where I have my scars, melasma here, and that's where I apply this, and it does sting. You can leave it on for 10 minutes and rinse it off, but again, my skin has built up a tolerance to where I can just leave it on. At night, it just kind of depends. Pretty much every night I use the anti-aging serum from Origins, And then I kind of switched between these guys. This is where I'm not super crazy about the nighttime moisturizer, and I'm kind of just going through my stash of PR samples and things that I have been sent. It's been a long time that I've purchased a nighttime moisturizer or used one that I am crazy about. So this one is by First Aid Beauty. It is their coconut water cream. I like it, but I have to say, as much as it feels good going on, my skin feels dry in like 5 minutes. It feels like it just absorbs too quickly, and then my skin just feels dry. So I would not recommend this. At this point, I'm just getting through it. But the star of the show, the one product that I do not go to sleep without on my face is this. This is by Dr. Jart. It is part of their Water Fuse line, and it is his Hydro Sleep Mask. This is to work in conjunction with whatever nighttime moisturizer you're using. It is an extra layer that goes on after your nighttime moisturizer, and when you wake up in the morning, I kid you not, your skin feels amazing. Supple, moist, I hate that word, plump. It just feels really good. You just rinse it off with water in the morning and you're good to go. It kind of locks in whatever that moisturizer is for you. I almost feel like it's like a barrier to anything drying out your face throughout the night. So I have raved about this on Instagram as well. This is a product I will continue to repurchase. I've been seeing a lot of these different brands pop up with products like this, sleep masks, that works the same way, but I can't recommend this one enough. It's been so good. Let's talk under eyes. So for the longest time, and to this day, I've always been a loyal fan to the Origins Ginseng. I love it. It's got a little bit of a pink tint. It's a little bit illuminating. It has caffeine in it, plumps you up, feels really good, and still use and love. Recently though, however, I was sent this from Color Science, and Color Science is not a brand I had ever been introduced to before, and I'm so happy that they reached out because this is an amazing product. So they sent me their Total Eye. It's a 3-in-1. It has one of these awesome metal applicators that helps to just like cool and depuff your eyes in the morning. And the really cool thing about this product is you can use it day and night. A lot of eye creams are specific to day or nighttime, and this one you can use for both. The other really unique thing about this that I love is it's not just for the day. A lot of the eye creams, they're just used to hydrate and depuff for that moment, for that instant underneath your makeup before you go to bed. This is gonna help correct those under eye issues that we all have long term. So it's not just a product that when you rinse it off, the stuff goes away. It's a product that is actually working to help fix those under eye issues. The other really cool thing about this is it also corrects. It's peach toned and it helps to correct any blues, dark circles. So it's kind of too good to be true, all in one product. Feels good going on with the applicator and depuffs. It corrects instantly, and then it also primes your eyes for under eye makeup. So I am a holy grail fan to the Tarte Shape Tape. However, it is a product that if you don't have well hydrated under eyes, it can tend to settle and it just doesn't look as good as it should look. And it doesn't perform as good as it should. So for me, having my under eyes hydrated is super important because I have those fine little crepe lines, and this product has just been so amazing. A little bit goes a long way. I don't need a lot of it at all. I do about half of a pump down for both eyes, and I actually on this eye have this blue line that I constantly need to use corrector and concealer with, and this helps to correct that before I even need to use the corrector and the concealer. So I really like this. They're running a promotion for my viewers. If you click the link below, they're giving away a free mascara with the purchase of the Total Eye. So like I said, this is the first time I've ever been introduced to the brand. I have lash extensions on right now. I can't tell you anything about the mascara, but I will show you what the brush looks like. It's a traditional mascara wand, but it's a good deal. I'm sure this is at least $20. Get an all-in-one, you don't need any other eye product. Recently, my friend started selling Roden Fields, and I went over to her house for a party and I ended up buying this. This is their Active Hydration Bright Eye Complex. I honestly didn't notice that much of a difference. It's an extra nice little layer of hydration. I was using it in conjunction with my eye creams, and it's okay. I can't get enough hydration under that eye area, so I don't mind using multiple products, and the more I use can't hurt, but I don't think it's like an amazing wow product. Then there's just some other randoms that I kind of just work into my skincare routine as needed. One of the questions I get asked a lot is how I have helped to fade those scars on my face. And the biggest thing I can recommend is daily exfoliation. And that doesn't mean it needs to be a harsh exfoliator. I would not use a harsh exfoliator every day, but a gentle exfoliator. My favorite type of those are the little pre-soaked pads. My favorites have always been the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I'm not kidding you when I say that I constantly have a jar of these in my bathroom stash because I don't ever want to be without them. I use these twice a day. I actually can't wait to go back to these because I was using the Origins lotion for so long and I really missed using these, but now that I'm out, I can refer back. But I use them daily as, again, the same way I would use the toner and the lotions, just to kind of get excess off and also exfoliate, get any dead skin cells, help your new cells turn over, and these are amazing. You guys know if you've been following my YouTube channel for a while now, these have been like in every skincare video. Another really amazing alternative though that I just finished as well. Before I started using the Origins, I was using these. These are by Ever, and these are their biometric peel pads, the Reveal. I have tried all of Ever's products. By far, this is the one product, if you try anything from the line, it has to be these. These are so amazing. So daily exfoliation is so key. If you want something a little bit tougher in the shower, maybe twice a week in the morning, I will do a more traditional exfoliator, some kind of microdermabrasion to just give it a rough scrub, if you will. I just recently finished this up. This was in my First Aid or FabFitFun box a couple boxes back by Dr. Brandt, their microdermabrasion. It's a very, very fine little beaded exfoliator, and this was amazing. I'm really gonna miss having this. And the other one I have recently, again, I purchased through my friend, the Road and Field, the microdermabrasion paste. You can actually use this all over your body. So like elbows, heels, your face. It's just okay, but if you need a good exfoliator, for me right now, I can't be using my favorite, which is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, because I'm nursing, so these two have been great. But I definitely think it's important, whether you have discoloration or not, to just do a good heavy exfoliation once a week just to get all the dead skin cells off. So this is more of like a treatment weekly, and then the facial radiance pads and the biometric peel pads are a daily exfoliator. So between the daily exfoliation, lactic acid, and the Murad treatments, those are the two little secrets, I'll say, that aren't really secrets, but those are the two tips, techniques, things that I use to really help lighten those scars. And then the only other two products I want to talk to you guys about isn't really skincare. It's kind of more makeup than skin, kind of both. I've raved about these on my Instagram story. This one is unlike any product I've ever tried, and I've mentioned this in a favorites video. It's also by Dr. Jart. It is his Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment, the Cica Pear. And it's a green paste. And this is really amazing for color correcting your face and evening you out. So on those days that I don't wear heavy makeup, like when I'm not filming or don't have anywhere to go and I just want to let my skin breathe, but I just still am a little insecure in my skin because it's so uneven tone, I'll put a little bit of this on. And this is really great because it has your SPF in it, 30. It's a moisturizer and it also color corrects. So it just really evens out your skin tone if you have blues, dark spots, redness. It just makes it all kind of one tone, which is amazing. And I've said in those other videos, I've never had a product in general, skincare, makeup, hair, I've never had a product in 10 years on my channel receive the amount of response back than with this one. Every single person that has tried this has come back to me and said, how did I ever live without this? It's such a good product. And I know a lot of brands are coming out with versions of this now, but I would just stick to this one. And a tinted moisturizer that I love and that I also use in conjunction with the color correcting treatment is by Origins, and this is their Ginseng SPF 40. I really enjoy this. Again, it has the SPF and the moisturizer and has a little bit of tint, so when I get my skin even with the green paste and then I put this a little bit of color, it's perfect. I get so many compliments on my skin and questions about what makeup I'm wearing when really it's not any makeup at all. So I really love this when I just don't want to put on makeup, but I want to have a little bit of tint to my skin and even everything out. So those two products, these are definitely two products that I just don't ever want to be without. First Aid Beauty actually just sent me their new tinted moisturizer. I haven't really played around with it too much. I've only tried it a couple times, so too soon to include in this video, but it's another option if you guys want to check into it. So that is everything. I will list and link all of the products that I mentioned in this video. Take advantage of the Color Science deal if you want to try out the Total Eye and grab a free mascara. I really hope you guys took something from this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!